We just pray she comes home.
Yeah, we still hope.
People really knows about it with her hair. She always wears it in a bun. It's been rough, and it's still rough because we don't have no answers. Very frustrated, not knowing if they're even doing their job like they're supposed to, or if they know something they're not telling me. We want Samantha home. We miss her and love her.
The thing Samantha had with her that night was her house key. She was never seen or heard from again. I know there's likely information that has not been shared. Even if you have already been interviewed or believe that the information you may have has already been provided, we ask you to contact us.
The disappearance of Samantha Clarke, a case still seeking justice. In September 2010, 19-year-old Samantha Clarke walked out of her home in Orange, Virginia, and was never seen again. She left behind no belongings, no clues, and no explanation. More than a decade later, her case has shifted from a missing person to suspected homicide, with chilling ties to another woman, Alex Murphy, whose killer is already behind bars. Tonight we're diving into Samantha's story, the unanswered questions, and the search for justice that still continues. On September 13, 2010, 19-year-old Samantha Ann Clarke vanished from her hometown of Orange, Virginia. More than a decade later, her case remains unsolved, but investigators now classify it as an abduction and homicide. The night she vanished, Samantha was last seen at a residence on Lindsay Drive. She told her younger brother she'd see him in the morning, but she never returned. 2 days later, on September 15th, she was reported missing. Police searched the wooded area near the Tinder family home, but no trace of Samantha was found. Her disappearance drew parallels to another case in Virginia, the Harrington family, whose daughter, Morgan Dana Harrington, disappeared in 2009 after a Metallica concert in Charlottesville, reached out to Samantha's family. Both young women were close in age, vanished under suspicious circumstances, and left communities desperate for answers. Samantha was 5 foot, 4 inches tall, 145 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. She wore glasses and had distinctive tattoos, a pink Playboy bunny on her right arm, a tiger on her ankle, and 2 dolphins on her lower back. Investigators noted she took no belongings that would suggest she intended to leave for an extended time. In 2021, police reclassified Samantha's disappearance as an abduction and murder investigation, citing new information and advances in forensic technology. Randy Allen Taylor, convicted of abducting and murdering 17-year-old Alexis Murphy in 2013, is a prime suspect in Samantha's case. Phone records show he spoke with her multiple times on the day she vanished. In 2020, Taylor led investigators to Alexis Murphy's remains in Nelson County. This cooperation renewed focus on Samantha's case, and prosecutors have considered charges against him. Despite extensive searches, Samantha's body has never been found, and no one has ever been charged. The link between the 2 cases is Randy Taylor. He was one of the last people to speak with Samantha in 2010, and 3 years later, Alexis Murphy disappeared after being seen with him. Taylor was convicted in Alexis's case and sentenced to 2 life terms. Authorities believe he may also be responsible for Samantha's disappearance, though formal charges have not yet been filed. Samantha Clarke's disappearance has haunted Orange, Virginia for more than a decade, though her body has never been found. Investigators now believe she was the victim of foul play, and Randy Allen Taylor remains the prime suspect. Her family continues to wait for justice, and her story reminds us that every missing person deserves to be remembered, and every family deserves answers. If you found this video informative, please share it to keep Samantha's name alive. Subscribe for more true crime stories and updates, and together we can make sure these cases are never forgotten.